Interesting moment now on the market because the BTC continue going higher, and my idea was the top of BTC around the middle of the May before the Donald Trump and Xi Jinping meeting of 14-15 May can be real, right? And yes, this time it can be the real sell in May and go away. So be careful with the late longs. Take the profit if you already opened the huge position with the BTC, because the big guys, big whales, step by step, soon I think take profit, because like you can see, the Bitcoin whale with retail delta. So when the delta will become negative, it means the whales are taking the profit, and only retails trying to push the price up, but it's not enough power, and mostly it's just because of retail's leverage positions. Also, the big risk, because now on Hyperliquid, almost all big whales, big traders, in longs, and usually it's more than enough for just one drop to liquidate all of them and activate the cascade liquidations. That's why, guys, be careful with the late longs. Of course, now it's April 25, and I think, yes, we still got like 2 weeks more for the uptrend on the BTC. But anyway, I think after that, we will see the correction. For the spot, if you feel comfortable, accumulated BTC at 77K, you can do this one. For example, you buy it at 77 if you are the fan of BTC accumulation. And if we drop this summer, and I think we will drop to the 60, 4K, for example, or to 59 or 52 even, you can buy it again. And your average entry could be like, I don't know, 65, for example. It can be the good entry, right? After that, at new all-time high at 130K, you're going to take the profit, and it's going to be just double X. Maybe not crazy gains like on altcoins, because some altcoins can pump 100% in one single day, but maybe less risk. So it's up to you, depends on your investment strategy. Because if you not comfortable to buy now at 77, you can wait till the lower price targets, guys. All right. What I would like to show you also, the liquidation heat map, guys. Now it's just like a sandwich. Not enough power of the bulls, not enough power of the bears. Drop the price or to pump the price to liquidate each other, right? That's why main liquidation is here at 77, like round number, and above 78, 79, and 81. For me personally, more logical to put the price before the Donald Trump meeting upside move. If I could be the whale, or I could be the market maker, or there's some insider, who can control the market. My logic was like, where's the price higher before the summer, because the summer usually is a low volatile time period in the market, and dump the price. Dump the price after that. On some news, I think maybe there will be the regulation of the war between the United States and Iran, right, by end of the April or middle of the May, and it's going to be like euphoria. So the retailers believe in everything good. So now up only, and it's going to be the good trigger to dump the price down. The same time, guys, I think when and if they finish that war, or at least some ceasefire or some pause, for the summer, I think the DXY index can rebound higher a little bit. So you remember I tracked this chart, DXY index. If you didn't know what it is, it's a power of the USD, right? So I think we can rebound again to the 100, even to the 100, this one. And in autumn, we can dump to the 92. What does it mean, the 92 and 200? This price target I mark even in some 22 when I build this peep, so top, support, consolidation. You can track it, just type the DXY in my Telegram channel, totally for free. You can find the first post when I mark it. We will rebound to 61, we rebounded to 109, and after that we crash it inside 27 block. Now we consolidated here, so would be good to see the rebound again sweep the high of March 26, this one 182, and drop to 92,200. It's going to be the bottom for DXY, and it will be the top for the BTC. So this is how it usually works. I already posted the big chart and the video where I showed you how previously it works. When the DXY hit the bottom, BTC hit the top, and opposite way. So it works like a clock. The whales still accumulate BTC. So in the last 2 weeks, the whales who hold from 10 to 10K BTC wallets, they accumulate a lot of BTC. So it means for that holders, the big whales, it's more than comfortable price. So in average, it could be like 75, in the range like 70, 80K. It's more than comfortable for them to accumulate. Maybe the other whales, who hold more BTC, weigh the deeper price. Maybe, we can't know. The Sharpe ratio, BTC Sharpe ratio, when we drop into negative zone, usually it's the zone around the bottom. Is it possible so we will drop it again? Like here, for example, we drop in zone 15. Of course, we can't compare the zone 15 and zone 26, but here we drop it to the bottom. Let me change the color. This one, drop it to the bottom. But after that, it was like a boring sideline, half year again, before the pump. Right after that, around 19, we also drop it here, and boring half year, for example, the chop market. After that, the COVID dump happened here. So it was also zone 22. You remember the June. After that, the FTX collapse and we skyrocket. We formed another low after the June with FTX. And here's again. So it can be the similar to this time period when we drop it down, now rebound to the 80K, and for example, 82, 84, close the CMA gap, and after that we can drop again to 64, and it will be the 20K drop, right? Like this one, and only after that we rebound and form something like this one with a Sharpe ratio. I don't think so. This is what's the last bottom, right? And now we form like V-shape recover to the new all-time high. I'm not sure, but we around the bottom. So just to be honest. Also, guys, now we're still it's hard to imagine, but we're still in the fear zone. Yes, we pump it from October. 59K to 79, 20K pump, right? But it's can't call it the pump because we just hardly climbing, right? It's not like V-shape recover with a huge volume or something. It's more about like speculation pump. But we're still in fear. That's why there is no aphasia, nothing. It's good. Another positive news, guys, 2 more positive news. Before I would like to show you the chart with my indicator set, BTC, not a USD. I would like to analyze today BTC gold chart. The Morgan Stanley, the big banks in the United States, start accumulating BTC. You could track the Morgan Stanley wallet on the Arkham. How to use the Arkham, highly recommend you go and check the educational tutorial. They already accumulated like 1K833 BTC. The value now it's 142 million. So of course, it's not even close what the Michael Saylor hold or what the BlackRock hold, but it is what it is. It's a good one. So the Morgan Stanley officially started accumulated BTC. But you know what can be the like a trap for the mindset of the retailers? The people can think it's just a fresh accumulation. We can't know. Maybe the Morgan Stanley on the other side wallets already accumulated BTC since zone 15. We can't know. Now it's only that one wallet what we can track officially, right? So it is what it is. Also, the positive news, guys, and why it can be bearish. Yes, positive news can be bearish. Before the meeting of the Donald Trump and CCP, take a look. Almost unstoppable daily spot BTC ETF inflow. So if somebody accumulates BTC for some institutional who accumulate BTC on ETF, it just can be like a speculation. So they understand that once again, the summer will be less volatile, and by seasonality, it's more than okay to take the profit. So you accumulate now, for example, at here since the April 1st one. So you accumulate a BTC at 70K, push the price to 84, and after that you can, during the all summer, distribute your bags and take the difference, the profit. So that's the point. And after that, maybe in August, they start accumulate again. That's why if somebody buying the BTC, it's not just because they want to be the diamond hand holder. No, because they want to make money with that. That's why when we see unstoppable accumulations, usually it ends not that good. Here, for example, it was like crazy spikes to accumulation right in October. After that, down. Of course, it's hard to say if the history repeat or not, but be careful, guys. About a BTC gold, guys, it's chart on the beat stump. What do we track also a long-term period? I market the 2 monthly favorable gaps. We almost come back and test the first one. So we tested the 86 level by FIP 12. We bounced it over then 615. And I think the rejection and something like this one we're going to form. We can test even 18. And after that, in summer, we can drop at least 14 and sweep this liquidity, beginning of the April, or even drop the form at the double bottom. After that, the size of this double bottom going to be over than 28. So the crucial moment now for us, like crypto investor, the money should outflow from the gold directly to the BTC or some risky assets. That's why I still believe one day we'll retest, close these 2 monthly gaps and test this order block. The chart remind me the Solana or Ethereum chart, right? So I'll be not surprised if the next year, not this one, we test the 34 when the investor of the gold starts inflow the money into risky assets like a BTC. And maybe they hit new high like 38, 41 again. At the top of the top, it's 49. I would like to show the take profit and trade on. Like you can see, and I showed it before, we saw the confirmed signal to buy, like this one. It was a sell, December 24. So when everybody start selling the BTC and the buying the gold, you understand the logic. Here was a take profit, buy, bounce, buy, bounce. Crazy negative scenario for all crypto investors if we rejected the monthly gap and crash it down to the gap of November 2020. So I don't know what should happen in the world, so everybody starts selling the BTC and buying the gold again, but it's possible. Does it make sense? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not the institutional. I don't know what's going on behind the scene of geopolitics, right? Or the plan of the big guys. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months in a row, the whales selling the BTC and buying the gold. Now the 2 months only up. It's not some euphoria, definitely. It's not the craziest euphoria. That's why I'll be not surprised also if we form something like this one, for example. And only after that rebound. If the money inflow will be extended in time. Let's take a look, guys. Take profit. What I don't like, we didn't retest the buy line on a monthly. It's 12. Of course, it's 12, but we didn't test it by candles, right? We tested at 12, but didn't test the candle by indicator, right? Take profits now at 24, so it's around the next monthly favorable gap. And the weekly time frame, we was on the fundamental value. So I'll be not surprised, once again, guys, I repeat, if we now rebound to close this monthly gap and the test below buy line, something like this one, after that drop again. The take profit line for BTC gold, it's 36 around the weekly order block. So it is what it is. Guys, write plus in a comment what do you think about a BTC. If you like to trade, as my customer said, and that alerts like I do in every single video, just write me DM. Don't forget, Joe Matega channel. See you next time, guys.